morning students. Today I will teach class 7 chapter 8, that is soil. In previous lecture we had studied about the soil profile and the types of soil. In today's lecture I will discuss about the soil properties and the relation between soil and crop, that is how a crop depends upon soil. So here let's start the chapter. First is properties of soil. So number one is percolation rate of water in soil. So what is the percolation rate? The percolation rate can be calculated by the formula the amount of water upon percolation time. So amount of water should be in milliliter and the percolation time is in minute. So the unit is milliliter per minute. So it is a unit of percolation rate. So here less the percolation rate, that is more water is retained on the surface of soil. So it means it depends upon how much water is absorbed by the soil. So next is absorption of water by the soil. So we can also calculate how much water is absorbed by the soil. If we take few gram of soil and put some measured water in the soil, you can see a small amount of water is dissolved in the soil and a few amount is left. So you can calculate how much amount is used for the absorption of water by the soil. So the percentage of water absorbed can be calculated. Amount of water absorbed, that is in ml, upon amount of soil, that is in gram, multiplied by 100. So in this way we can calculate the percentage of absorption. So less the percolation rate, more water is retained on the surface, which means less absorption of water by the soil take place. So point to be noted. So next is moisture of the soil. Sometimes in the summer season you see the surface of the soil is look like a shimmer. So the shimmer surface of the soil is due to when in summer days when the soil vapors are on the surface of land due to the reflection of light by sunlight, it looks like a shimmer. So here we can say that the soil has moisture in its texture. So the next topic is soil and crop. So soil and crop, as we know, there are different regions in our country, and the different states or region has their own type of crop as well as type of soil. So there are four types of soil we already had discussed. According to that soil, we grown a particular type of crop. So which means a crop indirectly or directly depend upon soil's type, soil profile and soil texture. So mainly soil is affected by number one, wind, rainfall, temperature, light, humidity. So these are the factors which affect the soil. Also, the climatic factor and component of the soil is determine the vegetation and crop grown in a particular region. So soil is affected by the temperature, which means the desert area has sandy soil. So the temperature, rainfall, wind, humidity are the main factors which determine the type of soil. On the other side, the type of soil of the particular region affect the vegetation and crop grown in that particular region. So we can say that soil and crops are interrelation with each other. So for example, paddy is a crop which is grown in the soil which is rich in clay, or the soil has organic matter in it. So also that soil also have the good capacity of retain water, which means it can retain water on its surface. It means it should have less percolation rate. Next is lenticels or other pulses. They are easily grown in loamy soil and rainwater. So here the crops grown are very in good condition or loamy soil or clay soil are the perfect soil for the crop production or crop grown. So loamy soil and clay soils are the important for the crop production. Next is cotton. So cotton is grown in the soil that is sandy loam or simply loam. We can say that loam. So because that soil hold air very much or drain water easily. So cotton is grown in a soil which drain water very easily. So next is wheat. So wheat is grown in clay soil. So the soil should be fertile, which means it has all the nutrients in it. And number 3 is that soil should be rich in humus. So as we already know what is humus, the dead matter retaining on the soil. So next is uh, what are the conditions that affect the soil fertility and mainly the nutrients of the soil are affected. So we categorize this into two words that are called soil erosion and soil pollution. So first is soil erosion. So soil erosion is removal of the upper layer of the soil or the removal of land surface. So the upper layer of the soil is removed by the wind, water and many other conditions. So mainly the soil erosion can occur due to the cutting of trees. As we grow less plant, the surface of the soil becomes loose and it is easily flown out by wind, water, rain, etc. So to overcome this problem, we have to grow more and more trees so that the soil erosion can be prevented. By the prevention of soil erosion, the fertility of the soil, maintenance of nutrients can be maintained. So it can be moved by wind and flowing water. Next is soil pollution. So soil pollution is mainly the unwanted substance which are present on the surface of the soil or in the soil and affects its fertility and nutrients. These are the soil pollutants and this phenomena is soil pollution. So, polythene bags and plastics are thrown on the roadside or on the garden can affect the soil because these two particles are non-biodegradable. It cannot be degraded by the microorganisms. So, they pollute the surface of the earth, that is soil. So it also they are very harmful or poisonous. They also kill the organism which are present on the in the soil. Use of pesticides by the farmer in the crop production should be banned. It also decrease the fertility of the soil. Next is the chemicals or the waste materials of the factories should not be thrown in the soil. So they also affect the fertility of the soil. So what we do? We do that is grow more and more trees, ban on polythene bags and plastics. The waste materials and chemicals of the industry should be treated before throwing on the soil. And also the use of chemical fertilizers or chemical pesticides should be minimized. So in this way we can maintain our soil profile, its texture and its characteristics, nutrients, etc. So here the chapter soil of class 7 is completed. So I will attach a workbook. With this completion of the chapter, the syllabus of class 7 subject science is completed. Thank you.